to the UK Country Songbook, a show for the Bridge Country hosted by me, Jonny Brick. This is the 11th programme in a 12-part series which, as you know by now, assembles a 50-track songbook packed with the finest cuts from UK country acts, then discusses why they are so great. The songs may be personal or universal, anthemic or taut ballads, but all have a mark of quality that should see them sung and performed in 2050, 2070, and by the robot entertainers of the 22nd century. The discussions do not presume any musical knowledge, although I might raise musical concepts like counterpoint, chord shifts, and tonality. Who knows? You might be encouraged to write your own stuff and add to the existing songbook. This month, metaphorically speaking, I'm off to the north of England. Lancashire and Yorkshire fought the Wars of the Roses over 500 years ago and still enjoy a friendly rivalry today, including in my own family. My grandpa was from Manchester, but my mum and my uncle were born in Hull. For the songbook this month, I have picked 2 acts from Lancashire, 1 from Yorkshire and 1 from Merseyside. Laura Oakes is from Liverpool, which was part of Lancashire until it became part of the new county of Merseyside in 1974. My producer, John Finch, thus remembers it changing counties, but I don't. As well as Laura, the 4 acts in this month's show include the Lancastrian Robbie Cavanagh and Yorkshire lass Twinnie. But first we'll go to the northwest to a man who wants to be a country star, Preston D Barnes.
Truck stop, different kind of life from that dirty old machine shop. I wrote some songs on this beating old guitar, but my friends all said that I wouldn't go far. I wanted to be like Stapleton and Paisley, just one chance, I ain't giving up without a fight. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna dream about the dream. I wanna be a country star tonight. My name in lights, damn right. I wanna be a country star. The band's ready, the crowd's rock steady. So come on boys, I wanna be a country star tonight. Life on the road that you once believed in, living the dream has a brand new meaning. Another town and 1,000 miles, but it's Nashville calling where the crowds go wild. Radio blasting tunes from Lady A and Chesley. It's showtime soon, I'm finally here where I belong. 'Cause tonight I'm standing front and center stage. I'm gonna be a country star tonight. My name in lights, damn right. I'm gonna be a country star. The band's ready, the crowd's rock steady. It feels electric to be a country star tonight. To be a country star tonight. Getting tired of these hotel rooms, nothing left but pay-per-view. Many bars never got no whiskey. I'm beginning to think I'm through. But tonight, have to do it all again. I need to be a country star tonight. That's right. Oh, I've gotta be a country star.
David Barnes from Preston records as Preston D Barnes. Most of his songs are outside rights plucked off the shelf of a Music Row office, but not Country Star, which he wrote himself and which came out in June 2024. The song opens with a flourish of strings, likely from a synthesizer, before settling on a stadium rock chord progression. Preston, as I shall call David, sings of life on the road, offering a different kind of life from his dirty old machine shop. He aspires to be like Chris Stapleton and Brad Paisley. My name in lights. Damn right, I want to be a country star. He has all the more impetus to do so because his friends all said that I wouldn't get far, and he has Nashville on his mind. Lady A and Kenny Chesney are on the radio as he whizzes from gig to gig, drinking truck stop coffee and complaining about the lack of whiskey in minibars and how the only thing to do is watch pay-per-view. Prompted by such ennui, by the middle of the song, Preston is reminding himself, I have to do it all again. I need to be a country star tonight. What a brilliant bit of melancholy in a song whose second chorus has the protagonist standing front and centre stage. Cleverly, between choruses, Preston reverses the order of who is ready and who is rock steady. In verse 1, the band is ready while the crowd is rock steady, while in verse 2, it's the other way round. It's noticeable in the production, but Preston is so keen to be a star that his vocals overlap with one another. Come on boys in the first chorus, tonight in the final chorus. The song is caught between aspiration and resignation, living the dream has a brand new meaning, he sings. Just one chance, I ain't giving up without a fight. Yet, in the coda, he sings, do I wanna be a country star? Is life on the road so thrillingly anticipated in the first verse all it's cracked up to be once we get to the final moments of the song? Country Star by the uncertain Preston D Barnes. Now let's head to York to hear from the Hollywood gypsy known by the mononym Twinnie.
I'm not married and I don't have kids. Got a village, know my business. I've grown up in between two worlds, but I knew what I wanted to be. I was smoking at the age of 10. I was driving a white transit van on the mirror, hanging disco ball, putting glitter on the dashboard. I'm like my father, I like to wander. I'll fit in, roll with the crowd. If all my friends could see me now. Everybody knows my name, they name me after my LJ. I'm my daddy's claim to fame, from a house on wheels to an aeroplane. I got a ticket to a brand new life, and when I get bored I can say goodbye. From the shamble streets to the boulevard of broken dreams. I'm half Hollywood, half Jim Say. I've changed some, but I'm still just me. Cause I say things like my life's cushy. Well, I bet you don't know what that means. Cause I'm a cheap YPA. Why? I'm like my mother, can't help but wonder if I'd be close to losing it. 3 kids hanging off my head. Everybody knows my name, they name me after my LJ. I'm my daddy's claim to fame, from a house on wheels to an aeroplane. I got a ticket to a brand new life, and when I get bored I can say goodbye. From the shamble streets to the boulevard of broken dreams. Half Hollywood,
Did you know that Twinnie Lee Moore could have been in the Shires? She turned down the opportunity to join the band, who soldiered on as a duo, in order to focus on a solo career steered impressively by Craig from Bros. It took until 2020 for her album Hollywood Gypsy, whose title track is the songbook choice, to emerge actually in the middle of April 2020. Twinnie has since put out 3 EPs and a brand new album that came out the week that I recorded this songbook. She also starred in Emmerdale. Like Mandy Moore or Barbara Streisand, she's equally at home in front of a microphone and a camera. Set to anthemic production, Twinnie puts forward her mission statement: half Hollywood, half Gypsy. Growing up between two worlds, but she adds, you can't take the gypsy out of me. She references the famous Shambles. I've been there. It's a famous street in the city of York. Shambles Streets is how she sings in the chorus. These days, she walks the boulevard of broken dreams, having bought a ticket to a brand new life, from a house on wheels to an aeroplane. By the time she reaches the middle of the song, Twinnie sings, I roam, I'm home, drawing out the words satisfactorily. In the second verse, she spells out gypsy, G-Y-P-S-Y, with a flourish, and she outlines much of her own character. I was smoking at the age of 10, I'll fit in and roll with a crowd. Roll. She jokes that some people wouldn't know what the word kushti means after she uses it in the second verse. If all my friends could see me now, is a thought left unfinished as Twinnie tumbles into a chorus which mentions that she is named after her Aunt Jane and is her daddy's claim to fame. She picks up on the opening line where she says she doesn't have kids, by wondering whether she would be close to losing it with 3 kids hanging off my hip, just as her mother had been. Her mother, by the way, biggest supporter, often at her gigs. The opening verse includes imagery of glitter on the dashboard and a disco ball hanging on the rear view mirror, which gives us some concrete images among her status as a gypsy, which is very hard to define given that it is a spirit, a feeling, which is appropriate with how such people have no definitive home and, as Twinnie sings, are prone to roam. The song Hollywood Gypsy, which you can understand why Twinnie was keen to make the title track of her debut album, ends with a vocal showcase that picks up on the ad-libs in the final minute of the song, and ultimately she settles on the line, I'm home. Hollywood Gypsy by Twinnie, from a new album which has got about 24 tracks, most of which were collected on EPs throughout the last 18 months. Hollywood Gypsy, the title track, her debut album. This is the UK Country Songbook with me, Jonny Brick. You can watch the first 10 episodes in this series, featuring songs by the likes of Ferris and Sylvester, Two Ways Home, Kezia Gill and Yola on the Bridge Country, as well as honky tonk cabin shows presented by John Finch. Next we go back to Lancashire, la la la, to hear from Robbie Cavanagh with his songbook entry, Help.
I've been on my own 1,000 times before, but that was before you. Before I was in love, it feels like I'm happy for a minute, then you're walking out of my door. Help me find somebody else to hold me, but if you're gonna leave me lonely, it ain't kind to leave somebody cannot sleep alone. Suddenly I'm wide awake, 'cause I cannot sleep alone. Help me find somebody else to hold me. But if you're gonna leave me lonely, well, it ain't kind to leave somebody without love. Oh, it ain't coming I don't deserve nobody else, babe. The truth is, without you, I'll be helpless. But I know you'll be helpless. The truth is, without you, I'll be helpless. But I know you'll be helpless.
In December 2024, to close a year which has included performances for Nashville meets London and the Cambridge Folk Festival, Robbie Cavanagh will be opening up for the Jackson Line as they launch their California EP at the Camden Green Note. In 2023, Robbie put out his album Tough Love, a long-awaited follow-up to 2017's To Leave and To Be Left. Robbie showed himself across both releases to be a superlative songwriter with a knack for melody. Helpless might be his best, thanks to the ascending melody that begins the chorus, "Help me find somebody else to hold me," he sings as he tries to avoid being lonely. He will be helpless, but so will his beloved, whom Robbie complains hasn't called. Thus, he gives her the chance to send me on my way. "I've been on my own 1,000 times before" is an arresting opening line set to a full band arrangement, and this is followed by the line, "But that was before you, before I was in love." He is wide awake now because I cannot sleep alone. After singing this line midway through the song, which as you can hear is a blues, it hits a magnificent G major chord before finding its way back to the home key of B flat, and you can hear it in the song. Something changes in that middle section. "Go ahead and call me selfish," he admits, "but I don't deserve nobody else, babe." Robbie performed this song live at Yellow Arch Studio in a video released in 2021, 2 years before the studio version came out. He was accompanied in that live performance by members of Lauren Housley's band, the Northern Cowboys, and, interestingly, his former partner, Demi Mariner. It appears Robbie had to find somebody else to hold him after all. Helpless by Robbie Cavanagh. Finally, with How Big Is Your World, Liverpool's Laura Oakes.
We lock our doors, close all the blinds, shut out the world. They say it's safer inside, but don't you feel restless? Like there's something more. Let's go outside, look at the sky. Do you ever wonder what's behind so much mystery? People that we can't see, living their lives like you and me. It's all the same, I guess. when you get down to it. How big is your world? How big is your world? If you never get out there, have you really lived? There's so much to learn with each turn of the earth, and so much to give. And don't you feel restless? There's gotta be more. Let's go outside, look at the sky. Do you ever wonder what's behind so much mystery? People that we can't see, living their lives like you and me. It's all the same, I guess, when you get down to it. How big is your world and all that's color? How big are the stars you're sleeping under? How big is our love for one another? Let's go outside, look at the sky. Do you ever wonder what's behind so much mystery? People that we can't see, living their lives like you and me. We all the same, I guess, when you get down to it. How big is your world? How big is your world?
I feel I should apologise. I'm sorry it has taken 11 episodes and fully 46 acts to get round to including Laura Oates in this UK Country Songbook. Laura was one of the earliest of the modern acts to tour the UK playing country music, although I was most enraptured by her version of Groove is in the Heart by Delight. Of her original compositions, I was spoiled for choice over which one to include. Better in Blue Jeans, Nashville Stole Your Girl, the Beth Nielsen Chapman co-write Learn to Be Lonely Again, they were all in the running. But I chose a song released in early 2020, which took on new resonance immediately. How Big Is Your World was the title track of an EP which came out about 4 days into the lockdown, which ordered people to stay at home. As Laura would explain to the crowd at Country to Country in 2022, 2 years after she was about to promote the project at the cancelled 2020 festival, this gave new meaning to the opening couplet. We lock our doors, they say it's safer inside. Laura introduces the chorus by asking the listener a direct question in the bridge. But don't you feel restless? Like there's something more. The chorus finally hits the home key of E, and it sounds like the waves parting. Let's go outside. Look at the sky. Do you ever wonder what's behind so much mystery? As if talking to herself and interrogating her own argument, she concludes it's all the same, I guess, when you get down to it. How big is your world? In the second verse, she wonders if you never get out there, have you really lived? She poetically describes the year as each turn of the earth. Kenny Chesney used Trip Around the Sun, which rhymes with so much to learn. There is also so much to give, which makes the lyric more than just about how one feels within oneself, but how you contribute to the planet. Sorry, I was momentarily distracted because each turn of the earth is a day. The turn of the earth is a day. The orbit of the earth is a year. The middle section mentions the stars you're sleeping under and our love for one another. a mix of the concrete and the abstract, the internal and external. It really is a tremendous song, and it remains a mystery why the whole country does not know the name Laura Oakes even after she appeared on one of the early series of The Voice UK. I chose to include a live version of How Big Is Your World as part of this songbook episode because the song works as an acoustic number. Indeed, Laura has also released a studio acoustic version. The band version, which is taken a smidgen quicker than the version you just heard, adds flecks of production trickery in the second verse and puts a steady beat underneath the chorus. Laura's vocal harmonies replicate the complex ones she plays on guitar. There's a lot of sevenths and I think ninths in there as well. Handily, the video is accompanied by a brief description of the song, one which Laura wrote out in Nashville with Jason Laning and Palmer Lee. The thing about being thousands of miles away from home is that you eventually realise the themes of human life are the same. People are going to work to try to make a living or make ends meet, and making sure their kids get to school. They want to love and be loved, and family is important, whether it's a family you're born into or a family you choose. How Big Is Your World by Laura Oakes concludes this 11th and penultimate show in the UK Country Songbook series. Thank you as ever for watching. I've been Jonny Brick. I will return in December for the final time with some more acts whose standards deserve to be added. But now it remains for me, as always, to thank John Finch for producing this show for the Bridge Country, giving independent artists a voice across the world.